back to 13 News Now at noon. This weekend is the second annual Bowling on the River basketball game and giveaway in Portsmouth. And today I'm joined by Eugene Swinson from the Big H.O.M.I.E.S Community Outreach Group to talk about what you can expect. So Eugene, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
This is really awesome. We were talking about it during the commercial break. We'll talk about the event here in just a moment, but first, let's talk about Big H.O.M.I.E.S. Break down what exactly the organization is and what it stands for.
Okay, so Big H.O.M.I.E.S is probably a name that you hear in most of the inner cities. So what Big H.O.M.I.E.S are to some of the inner cities are guys that grew up in these neighborhoods that's having tough time with crime, that may have been involved in crime, may not, but kind of know how to maneuver through it. So when we first started Big H.O.M.I.E.S, what we were hearing from a lot of the neighborhoods were they don't have any Big H.O.M.I.E.S. Like the guys that they're looking up to or they're getting influenced by, like probably have a 15-year-old trying to influence, a 19-year-old trying to influence a 15-year-old.
Right.
So for us, it was like, let's take the name and kind of make it a positive and really go into these neighborhoods and be an influence and be a big homie for some of the kids out there.
And of course, H.O.M.I.E.S is an acronym. Give me the acronym, Heroes of Minority in Every Society.
In every society, correct.
So, and this led to, of course, I know you do a lot more than this, but obviously a very big event tomorrow, the second annual. So talk about why Big H.O.M.I.E.S said, we got to put on this basketball game, we got to do this giveaway. Why are we doing all this tomorrow?
So when I first started doing any type of community work, it started with me just training kids in basketball for free. I run a training business called Fundamental Hoops, where I train kids around Portsmouth because my son plays AAU basketball, and most of the people we were running into were kind of like, they had trainers on every corner. And I just felt like we had talent in the city of Portsmouth. So if somebody like me, if I can develop my son and another kid, then any kid can come to me even if you can't afford it, because the training is kind of expensive sometimes. So it kind of started from that. So the basketball game came about. The real big thing is I wanted to show people outside of the Portsmouth how beautiful our city park is. Like the ambiance in Portsmouth at the city park is crazy out there.
And there's so many organizations, you were telling me, involved in making this whole thing happen tomorrow.
It's actually 52 plus community groups giving out school supplies other than Big H.O.M.I.E.S. It's Stop the Violence 757, Believe, Pray, Overcome, they're giving out school supplies. The health department will be out there, fire, sheriff. One important note is the finance department for Portsmouth are giving out gift cards to the kids if they come with papers showing that they're a Portsmouth student and they've been vaccinated. So they're giving out gift cards to the students as well. Free food, community games is the Portsmouth Police Department versus Parks and Recs. The second game, and that's at 3 o'clock. Those games will start at 3. No, the game started at 4, sorry. 4 o'clock game is that. 5 o'clock game is Portsmouth Sheriff Department versus Portsmouth Fire Department.
Oh, very nice. So it's going to be very busy.
Yeah, and then the last game, the high school game, it's actually an organization over here called Rec League. They work out of Young's Terrace. They're bringing high school kids from Norfolk to play against Big H.O.M.I.E.S high school kids from Portsmouth.
This is going to be a phenomenal event. Make sure you head to BigH.OMIESinc.org to get more information about everything going on tomorrow. And Eugene, we thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Awesome. We'll be right back.